What's going on, guys? TTL here. Going to be going over my top 5 NFL plays for today, December 22nd, 2024. Let's have a great NFL Sunday today. Want to announce my newest sponsor, Shuffle.com. If you guys are interested, sign up to Shuffle. You can get a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 by using code TTL. If you're in the US, you may need a VPN, but either way, it's available all in Europe, Canada, and if you do need a VPN, just feel free. Any free one's fine. But sportsbook casino, and I'm giving away $500. I'm picking 10 people to win $50 over on my Twitter. So go join the Twitter giveaway over there. And let's get into today's video, guys. So again, we're going to go over our top 5 prize picks props for NFL today. And we're going to be using predictive profits for all this research. If you're new to predictiveprofits.ai, a tool that I created, makes research so much easier. And guys, this is half off if you use code TTL50 over on Predictive Profits. But let me open up my prop list over here on my second monitor, and let's get started. So, pull it up. All right. One of my top picks of the day is going to be Mason Rudolph, and we're going to take his over 10.5 rushing yards. Really, really loving this, especially in this matchup. And let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we can go ahead and head over here. We're on the Prize Picks lines section. I have it sorted for NFL, and we can see Mason Rudolph rushing yards 10.5, 100, over in 100% hit rate. And when we take a look at this, we can see he's cashed in all 4 games he's played this season. He's averaging 18.75 per game. And he's had 13 in 5 rushing attempts, 29 rushing yards in 4 rushing attempts, 19 rushing yards in 4 rushing attempts, and then 14 rushing yards in 2 rushing attempts. As long as he can get 1 or 2 rushing attempts, the Indianapolis Colts defense, 30th in the league, almost dead last for rushing yards allowed, allowing almost 142 rushing yards per game. We have him projected for 18.7 today and project him to go over this in around 100% of the time. Obviously, that's not too accurate, but we can assume based off of those simulations, 90 to 95% of the time this is going to hit versus this weak Colts rushing defense as well. Feeling a little bit better, by the way. I saw a few comments wishing me well. I do appreciate that, guys. Very stuffed up still, but not coughing nearly as much, which is a blessing. Next up, we're going to have Anthony Richardson under 183.5 passing yards. This has already bumped down. This is 179.5 now, but we can go ahead and take this. And I really like this as well because it does correlate with our Mason Rudolph play. Because if he's rushing, that means they're probably ahead. And Anthony Richardson would... I apologize, guys. I just am not feeling well. And just really loving this matchup right here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Player props, Anthony Richardson. Passing yards, he's at 179.5 now. Under, he hit in 82.27% of the simulations. He hit the under. We take a look at this. He's hit under in 4 of his last 5 in all but 1 game this season. So 5 out of 6 he's went under. He's averaging 171.5 passing yards per game against the Titans defense, who are 3rd in the league for least amount of passing yards allowed, allowing 182.2 per game. He's projected for 174 tonight, so very close to what his line is. But again, with him going under in 82% of those simulations, I'm loving this. Let's go ahead and take it under and move on to our 3rd pick of the day, which is going to be Kenneth Gainwell over 16.5 rushing yards versus Washington. When we take a look at this one, Kenneth Gainwell over cashed in 80.45% of those sims, and we can see the Commanders defense are 25th in the league for rushing yards allowed. We have him projected for 24.4 today, and again a projected hit rate of 80%. He's cashed in 4 of his last 5, and he's cashed in 8 of 10 games this season with an average of 24 rushing yards per game. Over his last 5, he's averaging 22.2 rushing yards per game, and he had 0 rushing attempts in this game. The rest, 7 rushing attempts, 3 rushing attempts, 5, 4, 3, 13, 5, 5, 7, 4. So he's getting plenty of workload, plenty of attempts, and I think he should be able to get that 16.5 rushing yard mark. Next up, we're going to have a Dunze over 36.5 receiving yards. This is the 4th play of the day. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Rome Odunze, 79.92% projected hit rate. He's cashed in 4 of his last 5. He's cashed in 8 of his last 10 and in 8 of 10 games this season. The Detroit Lions, 26th in the league for passing yards allowed, allowing 234.5 passing yards per game. We have him projected for 45.2 receiving yards today, and we can see again an almost 80% projected hit rate. This one's a no-brainer. Absolutely loving this one. He's getting 5 receptions, 2, 3, 5, 3, 6, 5, 2, 4, 2. So we can say around 4 receptions on average per game. I'm loving it. Let's lock it in and move on to our 5th and final prop of the day, which is going to be Jackson. And we're going to take his, this one was bumped up as well. We're going to take his over 61.5 receiving yards. It's at 63.5 now. We can still take this though. And let's take a look at his hit rate. So we can see the over hit in 73% of the simulations. He's cashed this in 5 straight games. He's cashed this in 7 of 10 games this season, or 7 of 11, sorry, 7 of his last 10. Again, we have him projected for 77.4 receiving yards in today's matchup. His line's 63.5. It's a very big discrepancy. And the Minnesota Vikings defense is terrible, 29th in the league, allowing 245 passing yards per game. They should be able to get a lot of passing yards, and I think Jackson's going to be a great asset to the team today, and I think he's going to be able to get a ton of receiving yards. So let's lock this in. The over is projected to hit in 73% of the time. Let's lock it in, and let's move on to the new segment of the show, the new segment of the videos, just a 1 or 2 minute segment on each video. We're going to head on over to Shuffle, and I'm going to show you guys my top sports bets for today over on Shuffle. So let's go ahead and lock in over here. Again, guys, use code TTL on Shuffle. Get a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Just contact support in the bottom right. Contact support. Let them know, hey, I signed up under code TTL. I want the 100% match on my first deposit. But we can go ahead and head over here. We're going to click in the top left over on sports. And we're going to click on NFL. And I have 2 bets that I put in today that I gave away for free. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a look. So we had the Jaguars at plus 105, $100 to win 205. And we have the Jets for plus 135, $100 to win 235. So starting with the Jaguars, we can see them over on here. Jaguars versus Raiders. Jaguars plus 105. Again, guys, plus 105 odds. I'm loving this. The betting predictor over on Predictive Profits gives them around a 51-52% chance of winning. So for plus 105, we're getting positive EV there. I'm going to go ahead and take this. Very similar teams. The Raiders are 2-11 this season. They've been sucking, but so have the Jaguars. They're, I believe, 3-11, and the Raiders are 2-12 actually. I believe something like that. But both of these teams suck, honestly, this season, but I like the Jaguars more, and it's plus 105. Let's go ahead and take them. And then again, the second one was the New York Jets versus the Rams. Now, to be fair, the Rams have a better win-loss here, but the Jets should be able to pull this one out. Again, for plus 135, they have around a 48-49% chance of winning on the betting predictor. So for plus 135, this one's a no-brainer for me. Plenty of positive EV there. We're going to go ahead and take that one as well. So again, I took each of these for $100, posted this for free. And again, guys, I have a $500 giveaway going on. All you have to do is go check out my Twitter. The link to my Twitter is in the pinned comment or in the description as well. And I'm giving away $500. This $500 right here, picking 10 people to win $50. All you have to do, sign up to Shuffle, use code TTL. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.